Welcome to the part 34 of the Gregg Shorthand course. In this video, we're going to have a look at A before way and hey. Alright, so what is this A before way and hey? Or you can also say A before W and H. So suppose if you have a word here called head. So we can simply make the head word like this. A dot to represent our hey sound and this circle, and let's put a dot also. Alright, so this is our circle and a dot to represent our vowel A as in get, if you remember from the previous lessons. And then finally we have this D, so we have a word head. But what if we have another word called ahead this time? So if you can notice, we have this additional A here now. Okay, so this is our A letter, but the sound it's producing is A, because if you pronounce it goes like ahead, so we have a sound here. Alright, for this letter A. So how we can do that? So we simply make a dot to represent our A letter, right? Or you can also say the A. Whenever we are having either AH or AW in the words in the beginning. So whenever we are having either this AH or AW in the words in the beginning of the words, so we use a simple dot on the left side to represent our A. Okay, so suppose if here in this word, we can make the ahead word simply like this. Alright, so first we have this one, this dot on the left side, if you can notice. This is our A, alright? A sound as in A letter, this one. Then we have this dot which is our H, or you can say hey. Then we have this A vowel as in get. A sound as in get, as we have studied before. Then we have finally this D, which is long stroke. So this is our word ahead. So see, here we used two dots. This one to represent our H or hey, and this one to represent our A letter or the sound A, because it is pronounced as ahead. Right? So you have to keep this thing in your mind whenever there's words, whenever there's AH or AW, these starting in the beginning of the words, these two. So we use this dot to represent our A in the starting. Alright, A letter. So let's take another word, like a word called wait. So we can make the wait word simply like this. So first of all, we have this U hook, if you remember, like this one. So we use U hook also to represent the way, as we have studied before. And then we have this large circle and a dash to represent our A sound, as in came, as we have studied before. Alright. And then we have this final short stroke, which is our T. So this is our word wait. But now, what if we have another word called wait this time? Right, so now you can see again we have this additional A here. So we're gonna do the same thing as we did here. We will make the dot on the left side to represent our A letter or A sound. So this word can be made like this. So see, first we have this dot on the left side to represent our A letter or A sound. Then we have this hook to represent our way or W. Okay, then we have this large circle and a dash, as in came, the vowel, large circle and a dash, as we have studied before. Then we finally have this short stroke, which is our T. So this is our word await. So you have to keep this in your mind whenever there is AH and AW in the beginning of the words, like here ahead we have AH, and here in await we had AW. So we use a simple dot to represent our A letter in the starting. Alright, so that was all about it, and I will see you in the next video.